Welcome to my channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Avengers issue 39, written by Jason Aaron, where we have the origins of Phoenix 1 million BC. It's a pretty interesting story. I liked it, even though there's just one page that I just really hated, where I feel like the writing just goes down the drain. But we're going to get into that in a couple of seconds. So without further ado, let's get into the story. So the story starts off, we have Phoenix. She's a little baby. She has been abandoned by her tribe because she has red hair. Her red hair seems to be like a bad omen for them. So they take her to this place called the Burnt Place. They leave her to die, to be eaten by vultures, when she's rescued by a pack of wolves. And the wolves actually take her in as one of their own. So what happens is when she's a little bit older, she decides to go back to the same place where she was abandoned and discovers that there's other babies being left there. And all of them seem to have like birth defects. And later it's implied that all these babies are mutants and that's why they're being abandoned. And as I mentioned in the introduction, there's a couple panels of terrible writing in this story. And it's a real shame because the rest of it's pretty solid. So we have Phoenix explaining that these tribes are abandoning these babies because they're different. They seem to be like demons, bad omens. And it's implied that they're mutants. And then gets into the whole thing that these babies would also have been abandoned if they would have been vegetarian or if they would have been gay, and gets into that. It just feels really tacked on. It doesn't fit within the context of the story. I get what the writer's going for. It just doesn't feel right for this story and the way he's presenting the story itself. So let's get back to the story. Let's leave that rant behind. So when Phoenix goes to rescue this baby, she actually meets this mutant that has been rescuing all these babies all this time, been hiding them in a cave, and actually created this community of mutants. And they're thriving. They're living their lives in total peace. So the tribes start to realize that the babies that they're leaving for sacrifice are not being killed. So they start to investigate. They find the cave. They totally lose their shit when they see all these mutants that they think they're demons. Also, within the story, it's implied that Phoenix starts to realize that she has telepathic powers. So what happens is the leader of the group, the one with the telekinetic powers, tries to stop the cavemen, tries to talk some sense into them. But Phoenix's powers flare up, distract him. He ends up being killed. And then we get this total massacre where everyone dies. Everyone. Phoenix is the only survivor. So it's a very tragic story because Phoenix has lost everything. All her loved ones, all her friends, all dead. So she goes to the burnt place. She just wants to die. She wants to be eaten by the vultures when the Phoenix Force comes out of space, takes her as a host, and her first action is to incinerate all the tribes that are in the area. She takes full-on vengeance. At the end of the story, we have Phoenix. She's grown up now, and she's actually the one that starts the Avengers 1 million BC. She's the one that searches out for Odin in the first place to start off the team. So I'm going to leave this video here. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye. So the story starts off, we have Phoenix. She's a little baby. She has been abandoned by her tribe in this place called the Burnt Place because she has red hair. This red hair seems to be like a bad omen for her tribe. So they leave her to die. We have a bunch of vultures that are going to feed off this poor baby when a pack of wolves arrives and actually adopt Phoenix as one of her own. And